Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel PantherSchools. My name is Amit Singh, and in this video we are going to talk about how Copado is managing its branching strategy. What exactly happens behind the scene when you are trying to perform different operations, like you are committing the metadata from your sandbox to the user story, or you are trying to migrate your changes from one specific environment to another higher environment with the help of user story. Before we get started, please make sure you do like, share, subscribe the channel, press the bell icon if you haven't already done, and let us know what is basically the best part for you in this video. If you want to suggest certain topics, please let us know in the comment section, which will definitely motivate us to create more and more videos for you. Now let's talk about what are the different types of branches that we have in Copado. So Copado offers mainly three types of branches. One is the environment branches, feature branches, and promotion branches. If we talk about the environment branches are the long-lived branches which are going to be associated with the Salesforce environment. For example, production Salesforce environment will have its own associated and dedicated GitHub branch. Similarly, UAT will have its own dedicated branch, and development sandbox will have its own associated branch. Now these branches are known as long-lived branches because these branches will be there till we have the sandbox with us. If we plan to delete the sandbox or retire the sandbox, at that time we can go ahead and delete the branch. Otherwise, that branch is going to stay till we have got that environment which we are utilizing and that environment is active. And these are the basically simple branches which gets created at the time when we are setting up the pipeline, or if you are creating these branches manually, then these branches will be creating beforehand you are setting the pipeline in Copado. While talking about feature branches, these are the branches which are associated with the user stories. Whenever you are creating any user story into the Copado and you are trying to commit metadata inside that user story, then a feature branch is created. This feature branch will be created from the main branch. Most of the time the main branch is going to point to the production branch. Sometimes in the special cases, if your if your company is using the concept of releases, then the main branch could be defined at the release label. Depending on where you are defining the branches, main branch either at the project level or release level, this feature branch will be created. And this feature branch will be associated with the user story. While you are trying to make a commit to the user story, what happens? Copado is going to check if there is already a feature branch for that user story. If not, it is going to create a feature branch and it is going to make the commit inside that feature branch. As well as Copado does one more commit at the time of committing the metadata itself, and that commit is going to be the environment to the associated environment. For example, you are doing the development into the dev org, and after you have done the development and you wanted to commit the metadata into the user story for that development, then what will happen? Copado is going to make a commit into the feature branch, as well as Copado is also going to make a commit to the associated credentials. So if the associated credential is dev, Copado is going to add a commit to the dev branch as well. Why? So that Copado can keep the dev branch in sync with the changes that developers are doing. The Copado dev branch is also going to be in sync. That is what basically the feature branch is. Then comes the third type of branch, that is known as promotion branch. Now you have created a user story, you have committed the changes into the user story. Now you wanted to deploy the changes to the higher environment. For example, you have done the work into dev environment and you want to deploy to UAT environment. Then what will happen? Once you try to deploy the environment by utilizing the Copado functionality or Copado checkboxes, then what will happen? There will be a special type of promotion branch will be created. And this promotion branch will be created out of the target environment. Now, as you are trying to deploy from dev environment to the UAT environment, then this feature branch will be created out of UAT environment. promotion branch will be created out of UAT environment, and then this feature branch is going to be merged with the promotion branch. If there are any conflicts which are happening, those is going to be taken care here at the time of merging feature branch with the promotion branch. Then the validation and deployment happens against the target environment. If the deployment is successfully happening, then the promotion branch is going to be merged into the actual branch, which is actual target branch, that is UAT in our case. That's how the promotion branch works. Now if there are more than one promotion, like the same feature branch you have deployed to UAT, now you want to deploy this to the production environment, then what will happen? The same feature branch is going to be merged with another promotion branch which is created out of the production now. Because this user is being promoted to the production, that means this user story will be merged with the promotion branch which is created out of production. Then again, if there are any conflicts which are happening there, those conflicts will be reported. You can resolve those conflicts with the help of Copado UI, or either following the different types of conflict resolution methods that Copado does provide. And then once the conflict is resolved, the deployment and validation happens against the target org, and then if everything is fine, then promotion branch is being merged to the actual target environment branch, that is production in this case. Now there could be case where you have got one promotion branch, and that promotion branch is going to contain multiple user stories. For example, user story 1 and user story 2. You wanted to include both of these user story in a single promotion branch. Then what will happen? The user story will be merged to the promotion branch in the specific order, and once this merge is happening, again the merge conflicts will be reported. If there is any merge conflict you need to resolve, then again the validation and deployment will happen, and then it is going to be merged after the successful deployment. And the same thing is going to happen for the production deployment. So this is basically how it's going to perform, or this is how the branching strategy works into the Copado, and that's how exactly Copado does behind the scene. Now let's talk about basically quick demo, and the demo that we are going to see is about the feature branch. We talked about that Copado does made a commit into the feature branch, as well as Copado also made the commit to the credentials environment branch. That is what we have talked about. And to see this, what we will do is we are going to log in into our Copado governance org. I have a user story called as project. Create the project object, and I have already created the project object into my dev sandbox, which is basically the credentials of my user story. You can see the credentials are selected as dev1. Now to save the time, I have already created the object. We'll just go ahead and commit the data. Before we commit the data, I would like to show you that into the repository which is connected to this project. This is the repository expense management that is connected to the Copado project. And let's go to the dev1 branch. This is the credentials branch that is selected on the user story. Go to the Force app main default and search for project __ C. If you see here, whatever the entries that we are seeing here is, all these entries are coming either out of the Copado namespace or Salesforce DevOps Center. None of these entries says that there is a custom object which is just says that project __ say without namespace. Currently there is nothing in the dev branch. And if you see, the latest commit was made as yesterday. Now let's go ahead and commit the changes. The changes that I have created regarding the project. So this is what I have. You could have a simple object that you want. Just go ahead and create that simple object that you have. So I'm basically adding two objects. One is project and one is project task, because project has a dependency on the project task object. After you have selected the metadata, go ahead and click on commit the changes. Now once we click on commit, that is where the feature branch creation will happen. It will check if the feature branch is there or not. It is going to basically commit in the changes into the feature branch, as well as the changes will be committed into the selected credential environment branch. In our case, the selected credentials are dev1. That is why the changes will be there into the dev1 branch. Now from where this feature branch will be created? By default, this feature branch will be created out of the main branch, which is defined at the project level of our pipeline. So while we create the user story, we select a project. We select the project as expense management, and if you navigate to that project, and then from project if you navigate to the pipeline, you will find that there is a base branch, there is a main branch which is defined for the pipeline. So for this pipeline, main branch is main. So our user story will be created by default from the main. However, if you want to change, we can change the base branch here, and we can select, we can type the name of the branch. So this is also one place where you can override from where your feature branch will be created. Let's go ahead and commit the changes now. Now the changes, the commit will basically start processing because we are using the latest next gen pipeline. It will take some time to commit the changes, and once it has committed the changes, then we will again go back to our GitHub repository, and we will see that there is a feature branch which is created with the name of this user story, as well as the commit will also be made into the dev1 branch. Now you can see the commit had been successfully processed. Let's get back to our GitHub repository. While we are under dev1 branch, if we refresh this page, you will see that there has been a new commit which we have made just now. And if you click on this commit ID, then you would be able to see what commit has been made. It talks about everything related to the project and project task object which we have just committed. So that's how basically this feature branch is going to be, this dev branch is also going to be updated so that the changes are in sync. And if you go back to this feature branch, because this is your feature branch, if you go to the code again and then search for the feature branch which you have just created, then you would be able to see that there has been a recent changes which was made 1 minute ago. And if you click on the commit ID, then you will be able to see the same components which has been committed over here. So that's how Copado basically works with the branching behind the scene, and that's how exactly everything works. Now, once this user story is committed, to make the deployments to the higher environment, you can go to the Deliver tab and check the checkbox Promote and Deploy, save it. Now, once you save the changes, what will happen? A promotion will be created. Now, once the promotion is created, again the similar concept is going to happen. A promotion branch will be created from UAT, then the feature branch will be merged to the promotion branch, and then basically it will start validating the changes to the UAT. And once everything is done, then it is going to merge the branch, the promotion branch back to the feature branch, promotion branch back to the UAT, so that the changes are available into the UAT branch. Now you can see here promotion is in progress. You can click on the promotion status to see the changes over here. Once your promotion will complete, you will be able to see the changes are available in UAT. You will also be able to see that changes are available into the UAT branch. So that's it about this video. Thank you for watching, and please do leave a comment, like the video and share it with your friends. And please, if you have not subscribed it, do subscribe and press the bell icon. We will meet in the next video where we are going to talk about another concept related to Copado. Thank you.